observational study and experimental design. These are the two major part of data collection techniques. In observational studies, most of the time, the data is readily available. By the surveys, we have to collect that data. Surveys. But in experimental design, it is a controlled experiment. This is a very expensive technique. In most of the scientific research, we have to collect the data by using the experimental design. And in most of the time, the social science data can be collected with the help of the observational studies. I am giving you a very simple example of collecting. Suppose we have the two variable in which we are interested in a research problem. This is the problem. The problem is we have to observe the association between smoking habit and lung capacity. Lung capacity. These are the two attributes in which we are interested in research. In observational study, the data can be collected in a simple way. We have the participants. We have to collect the data from 50 participants who never smoked, and then we have to collect 50 more participants. They were smoking since long. The two types of samples we have. Sample number 1 for non-smokers and sample number 2 for smokers. Sample number 1, 50 participants are selected randomly. Then the lung test were performed for these 50 participants. On the other hand, randomly 50 participants has been selected and who were smoking since long. Then data of lungs will be collected from them. Now we have the two sets of information, the lung capacity data for non-smokers and the lung capacity data for the smoker. This type of data can be readily available, and we call this type of technique as observational study. On the other hand, in experimental design, we have to randomly select a random sample of 100 participants. These 100 participants are those who never smoked. Then randomly we have to organize the two sets. Number 1, 50 elements, 50 participants are to be randomly chosen in a group which are referred to as non-smoker group. Non-smoker group and the smoker group. Again, the remaining 50 participants are to be included in the other group, which is referred to as a smoker group. In the smoker group, we have to wait for 6 months. For another 6 months, these participants are given the smokings for 1 packet of cigarette per day, say till 6 months. And after 6 months, we will have to conduct the lung capacity test for these 50 participants, as well as the lung capacity test for these 50 participants who never smoked during the research project as well as before in life. After completing the 6 months, we have the two data sets. So this is the data collection technique, which is referred to as experimental design. So experimental design is a highly equipped experiment in which the data is collected in a very strong, organized way. We have a thorough control over the participants. What type of food we are providing to them, what type of environment in which we are keeping these 100 participants. There is only one difference, and that difference is called, these are the non-smoker participants and these are the smoker participants. So this is the way of organizing the data for observational study and the experimental design. So obviously the observational study is quite easy. We have to conduct the survey, we have to make the questionnaire, and then questionnaire can be floated to the participant. The participant will fill the questionnaire and the data is gathered. There are the several tools online available for making these questionnaires. online questionnaires. Google Form is one of the very popular tool which participants can use for gathering the data. Another form is the Microsoft form. SurveyMonkey is a paid service. These two are open sources because Google is free and as well as Microsoft is free. Survey Planet, MailChimp, these are the other these are not open source, these are the paid services. So you have to select any of the tool for making the questionnaire. Then the link of the questionnaire is to be shared with the participants and the data is collected randomly. I am showing you the very simple part of data collected for this online workshop. All of you were shared a link in which you fill your information, you fill your data. So I am presenting you what type of data is that and how I have collected your data for this workshop series. This is the Google form which I have created. The banner, I have designed the banner especially for this workshop. And then questions are to be framed, title of the participants, the name of the participant. These are the questions. And the different question types we have. If you click over the plus sign, then a new question will be appeared below or at any specific place where it is selected. After framing these questions, the responses you can see 284 participants have registered for this workshop, and responses can be seen in the form of a graph. This graph is representing what type of participants these are. For example, there is a field which named as title. How many are Mr. 157? How many are Miss? 89. How many are Mrs. 10? And how many are doctors? Because in this workshop, too many, 28, around 28 doctors were participating. Similarly, we have another graph and it is the question about what your profession is. Are you a student? Are you a professional? Are you a faculty member? So in this workshop, 38 faculty member has been registered for participation. And the data can be collected in the form of the Excel sheet. If you click at this view in the sheet, so this is actually the worksheet. And you can save this worksheet. You can download this worksheet and save the worksheet in the form of a CSV format. If you save the worksheet in a CSV format, you can download the worksheet into R for further analysis. So this is the way of collecting the data by using a Google form.